Okay guys, I just want to go through and show you how to install the new version of the Phlatscript, and also show you how to change the constants file so you can turn on some of the added features. If you download the Phlatscript, this happens to be the latest version, 9.2.3. Open up that zip and just put extract all files, and then browse under your program files, Google, and you want to find SketchUp 7 here. So you hit OK, and it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite or merge files. Hit yes. Do this for everything. I'll go through and then it'll complete. Okay, so now if I open up SketchUp, you'll see if you open up, here's our Flatboys tools, some of them kind of going off the page here, but there's a help file off here to the right. But if you open up the parameters dialog, you'll see you have the inside outside percentage overcut. So now you can set this for, this is if the bit, this is how far you want the bit to go past the material, and this is added for the waviness of fan fold. There's an automatic overshoot of, so it's set at 140%, so that so it'll make sure that it cuts through all the waviness of the fan fold heights. And you could change this. You could set 100 here if you wanted it to be exact, but of course it wouldn't cut all the way through. Remember, this is only for inside-outside cuts. On the flat printer, it doesn't work, or it doesn't matter so much. On a regular CNC mill where you would hit into the table, you would want to keep this at 100, or yeah, at 100. Alright, so you'll notice that we have no multipass, which is one of the big features of this particular release. So I'll show you how you turn that on. Let's close this out, close SketchUp. I'm going to go to my Google SketchUp folder, and under Tools, Flatboys, you look for this file here. It's called Constant RB. You just, any of these .rb files, you can open them with a regular notepad. Now I'm going to open mine. You could do open with. I have it where I can edit it with Notepad, so Notepad++. So you open this, and it's just a regular text file. And you'll notice if you go through here, Tim's added a lot of comments here that you can look through, and it tells you a whole lot about how these particular files are written. This code is written, and you can learn a lot just going through here and reading it. But if you come down to the bottom of this particular file, the constants, you'll notice he says set this to true if you have problems with the perimeter dialogs being blank or crashing in SketchUp. So that's normally defaulted to false. All three of these are defaulted to false. This one here, when you set this one to true, it will turn the multipass on. So it's kind of a hidden feature for more advanced users right now until we figure out a way to set up an expert mode. So what you want to do is just type true, all lowercase, right over top of where it says false. And then if you're using an older version of Mach that doesn't slow down when it comes to doing the retracts, for example, a V-tab on an arc, you want to go ahead and set this to false as well. And I am using an older version of Mach. So I have both of these set to true, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And I'm going to close that. Now just saved right over top of that file. Now we'll reopen SketchUp. And like I said, that could have been a regular notepad editor, it doesn't matter. And now if I open the parameters for the Phlatscript, you'll notice we have something new here, generate multipass depth. Now if you're working with wood or plastics or something that you want to do the multi-step, just like the Mangalizer, you can now click on this and set your depth. For wood, I usually set at 0.05, which is a little less than a 16th. And it will automatically create the steps as you go through. I'll give you an example. If I draw a circle and I do an outside cut there, I'll add a couple tabs here. Okay. Now, if I output this code right now, okay, output file stored. Now, if I go up and I look at that code under using the plot G code, I'll show you something here. Oops. Sorry, I didn't have all the sorry I didn't have all the windows set up here. Okay, so if I go look at this code now, you'll notice that it only has one cut all the way through, basically. And that depth is dependent on what you have set in here for your parameters for the material thickness. Now, this time, if we do the same thing, we go up to the parameters and we put in generate multipass, and I put in 0.5 because I want to cut through a 1/4 inch wood, and I hit OK. Now, when I generate that code and I look at it, now, trying to zoom in so you can see it, you can see we have step cuts. And it's very smart. Like if you have multiple parts there, it'll go through and do each individual hole. Just like the cutting order should be set up, it'll go in and it'll cut. If you had inside holes here, it would just start at one hole, cut all the way down until it's complete that hole, then move to the next part, and then move to the next part. It's really awesome. So I hope this helps clear up a little bit of the confusion on how to set up your advanced features of the Phlatscript. And don't be afraid to go in the notepad files and just look around. I mean the Ruby files, and look around. You can see under these tools there's all kinds of stuff you can look at. You go in here, just look at it with your node editor and try to get an understanding. Some of it's real complex, but Tim's really laid it out nicely with a lot of different comments that'll help you understand what exactly is going on in the background in the Phlatscript. So hope that helps, and have fun with it, guys.